All right. If you're hearing the sound of my voice, just drop a 1 in the chat. Awesome. Well done. Well done. Well done. Great. Well, hope you had a fantastic week. You know, we are in the age of AI, right? We're in the age of AI, and we really need to start using AI to help us do the heavy lifting when it comes to trading. I've been working in the background on something special, and we just about have it running sweet on gold. And I'm going to actually do a live back test for you on gold if we used our AI tool that we have here, trading gold hands-free as well. Hands-free. Okay? And all we just have to do is tweak the risk, right? So we will do some back testing tonight, doing different risk parameters and see what the results are gonna look like. Who's up for that? Just drop some fire 7s in the chat. If you're up for it, if you're open for it, if you're ready for it, just drop some fire in the chat. Some 7s in the chat. Who's ready for AI to make their life a whole lot easier? Less emotions. Less emotions. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Great. So allow me to share with you. Allow me to share with you this. All right, let's do the first bit of testing. Who here trades gold? Who likes trading gold? I didn't even ask. Who here loves trading gold? All right, Sandra, we see you. Declan, we see you. All right. Only we see you. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Gold is beautiful. Gold really nicely pays off. Are you seeing my screen? Okay. So this, we're going to drop our AI tool on gold, and let's see what it does for the month of January 2025. All right. Hands-free. Now, we're starting off here with a 10,000 US account, right? It could be any figure, but we're just using that as the test. The risk is risking 5%, right? So for this back test, we're just showing it at 5%, but we could do different percentage levels and see how that affects your trading. Because one of the things that you are gonna have when you plug into this AI tool is how much risk you want to take, right? That's one thing that I think it should be left to the individual, because everybody has different risk parameters. So, okay. So drop a 4 in the chat if you like high risk trading. If you like high risk trading, drop a 4 in the chat. Declan, you didn't even delay, man. You like high risk trading. Okay. Wow. Now, what would you consider to be high risk? Right? What do you consider to be high risk in terms of a percent? What percent of your account would you consider high risk? 50%. You risk 50% on one trade. Anything more than 2.5, all right. 5%. Yeah, Banks, I'm with you, man. 50% on one trade. That's a different level of that's a I need help risk. All right, between 5 to 10%. All right. So here's what we're gonna set this at 5%, right? So this is gonna be set at 5% risk. The risk to reward is a 1 to 3 risk to reward, right? I'm sorry, a 1 to 2. 1 to 2. So I'm telling you, there are some guys out there selling robots for or selling bots for 8,000 euros. I'm not joking to you. But the risk to reward is they are risking 2 for reward 1. So totally back to front, but they're selling it for 8,000 euros. Yeah, they smoke it, right? Anyways, so in this scenario, we are going to risk 1 to get 2, okay? And we will play this out nice and smooth. This is for the whole month of January, starting with a 10,000 account. Let's see how it performs. If you're ready, say I. Drum roll. I said say I and somebody put AYE. Okay. As a translation, I suppose. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So let's see, right? So is going, this is, if you see the date down here, it started on the 1st of January. And there we go. That's the first trade is taken. 1st of January, and boom. Hit take profit target. Remember, we're risking 5% here. So you see the balance has gone up to 11,982. Okay. On the 2nd of January, it's taken a trade, it's taken 2 trades. Oh, by the way, it's set to take 2 trades at any one time. Okay. We could it could be set to take 1 trade. Right. So you see that was a loss on the 2nd of January. 3rd January was a loss as well. 4th, it lost, right? Hold on. Let me speed this up a little bit. All right. Oh, hold on. I don't want it too fast because I want you to follow along. Anyways, so we back at the 9th of January now, and you could see the account is back up 30% up on the 9th of January. Remember, we're risking 5% per trade. At a 2 to 1, or a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. And the reason why we're running this throughout the month, right, is because we always want to see what the results are going to be at the end of a month's period, right? Because there'll be a lot of ups and downs within the month. But at the end of the month, we want to see what the results are going to be like. Right, so you see the entries, you see the stop loss. So right now, this is the 16th of January, and the account now is up 60%, right? I had a little bit of a loss there, right? But it's still up 50%, right? If you're following just down the corner here, you'll see the numbers. You can see the trades here as well, right, as they go. There we go. It's up now 70%. This is the 22nd of January. Up 90% now on the 22nd of January here. Up 100% now, 22nd of January. Right, so yeah, it is going to take trades with the main sentiment of the market, right? Remember, it's a mood swing tool, so it's going to take trades with the main sentiment of the market, right? And that's what you want. You want something that is going to trade with the trend of the market, isn't it? Why would you want something that's trading against the trend of the market? Doesn't make sense. That's why all those other butts that you've been buying don't work. Because they're taking buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Doesn't make sense. So there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Market is moving. Sheesh. All right. So this is the end of January. So if we had this placed on gold for January, hands-free, risking 5% of your account on any one trade, risk to reward, you risking you're risking 5% of your account to gain 10% on the trade. The account is literally doubled. Who's excited about this? Just drop some fire in the chat. All right. Right. So this is our gold AI trade bot. All right. Now, this is going to be working on MetaTrader 5, by the way. Now, I'm just giving you a demonstration. We're not pre-launching it just yet, right? We will do a pre-launch next week. So tell your neighbors, tell your friends, we're going to do a pre-launch next week. We're going to have, next week is the start of a new month as well, right? So we're going to have a special discount for those people who come on the pre-launch call next week. So do not miss it, right? Okay, so that was 5% risk. So that is high risk, right? And you can see that the account doubled. So let's try a lower risk, medium risk. So what sort of medium, what do you consider medium risk? I guess we could split the 5% in two, right? So if instead of doing 5%, we could do 2.5%. Right? We could do a 2.5. Let's do 2.5%. Right? On the account. We leave it at, we leave it at 2.5. Now remember, the AI is calculating the percentage for you. So you don't have to do any of that. Right? It's calculating it all perfectly for you. So let's go again, right? So I'm gonna run it again now. Right? So keep your eyes here on the numbers. We're risking 2% of the account. Let's go and see what that is. So take a note. If you risk 5%, your account went up from 10,000 to 21,122. So that is over 110% gain, right? 110% gain on your account. And this is in January, right? Yeah, this will be a separate thing because this is going on MetaTrader 5, okay? This will be MetaTrader 5, okay? Right. Let's go to 2.5% risk, right? Remember the risk to reward is still a 1, right? Remember the risk to reward is still a 1, risking 1 to gain 2. So in this case, we're risking 2.5% to gain 5% on any one trade. Let's rock it and see. Drum roll. Are you ready? Drum roll. All right, let's go. All right, there we go. So we're starting on the 1st of January here again. And let's see how it's gonna rock. right? So remember the risk is now 2.5% risk. Right? And already on the 10th of January here, hold on. On the 10th of January, we already up, well, 14th of January now, we already up 10% on the account. And remember, this AI is taking trades in the general sentiment of the market, right? We was going with the trend of the market. It's a trend trading AI, right? So it's going with the sentiment of the market, the mood swing AI. All right, so the 16th, we are up 30% on the account, right? So taking less risk. So you see, there are some losses in there, but because it has the risk to reward of the 1 to 2, we're gaining the losses back. And this is the right way of trading. This is the right way of approaching the trading. So there's going to be some losses. That's trading for you. Okay? We don't need to get emotional about it. The AI is not getting emotional about it. Right? The risk is all set. So now we're on the 22nd and the account is up 50%. Okay. Had a little bit of a loss, a little bit of a pullback, but then eventually it went again, it's gone. All right, so this is what, the 27th of Jan. All right, we're coming down to the end of January here now, so all right, 28. Right, last day of Jan. Boom. There we go, right? So now we're seeing that we risk 2.5% of our account and on any one trade. And at the end of the month, we see that the account is up 50%, just over 50%. I mean, who would love 50% on their account for the month? Hands-free. This thing trading while you're sleeping. While you are sleeping, it's printing the money. All right, so that's 2.5% risk. Let's take it down now to 1% risk. Yeah? Want to take it down to 1% risk? We're just doing some back testing here, yeah? Let's take it down to 1%. All right, so let's go. I'm going to speed it up now, right? So it will get to the end faster. So we're risking 1% of the account and it's plowing through. Remember, this is January 2025, right? So it's just the month just gone, right? right? So if you risk 1%, you're being conservative, you made 10% on your account, right? You risk 1%, you made 10% on your account. Who will be happy with 10% on their account at the end of the month? The banks, how much the banks are giving? If you get 1% per year, you're lucky. Okay, let's do something really crazy now. Who wants to do something really crazy? How about if we go super mad and risk, right? We're gonna risk 10% of the account, right? You're gonna risk 10% of your account on any one trade. Remember, we're risking the risk to reward ratio is still, we're risking 1 to gain 2. So if we're risking 10% on one trade, we want to gain 20%, right? Which is kind of crazy. It is. But let's see how that would have played out in January if we had dropped the button that risking 10% of our account. Remember that we're starting off with a 10,000 account, okay? So let's go. Let's check this out now. We're gonna put it to medium pace. Let's go. Now, you would notice that whenever the losses come in, it's big loss. It's like really big. That's because we expose our accounts 10%. However, right, we're grabbing 20% on the gains, right? So look at that. So you risk 10% of your account, but then you gain 200% on your account. I mean, that's mad. I wouldn't risk that. However, as I said before, you guys are gonna have control of the risk that you're gonna want to take on any trade. And it's really up to you how much risk you want to put on it. So, who is excited about our pre-launch for next week of our AI gold trading, mood swinging bot? Who's excited about that? Hands-free bot. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So, all I'm just going to tell you is tell your neighbor, tell your friend, we have a pre-launch happening next week, Sunday, and you really don't want to miss it because we're going to have some discounts for those who are on the pre-launch call. We will only have space for 100 people on that call, and you guys are going to be the first to get your hands on that. And we're going to even tell you more about the affiliate program that is going to be coming really soon. All right. So you guys are going to be at the top. I'm telling you, you guys at the beginning, at the start. So get excited because we're gonna rock the world with this one. They wouldn't know what hit them, right? Yes. Go ahead, Mr. Banks. Prepare for next week in terms of what? What for the call?
Coach, what I mean is what should we get ready on our end in terms of, should we have our brokers
right,
ready?
yes, okay,
Should
right.
all of us type of stuff, right?
That's a good question. I would say make sure you get a hold on before we get to, let's get ourselves a MetaTrader 5 account for those people who living in the UK and Europe. I'm gonna send you a link to set up your MetaTrader 5 account. Um, uh, Anybody here with IC trading? If you're with IC trading, just set up a MetaTrader 5 account, okay? And whoever broker you're with, wherever you are in the world, make sure you have a MetaTrader 5 account ready to rumble, okay? It's only gonna work on MetaTrader 5. It's not gonna work on MetaTrader 4. So I think that's the most preparation that you need. Oh, also get yourself a VPS, all right? If you don't have a virtual private server, I think most people here have a virtual private server, right? If you don't have a virtual private server, you need to get one as well. Right? You need to get one as well. I'm not quite sure, but you could check with your broker. Check with your broker. Re-up, just to make sure that they've got gold. I know sometimes the US brokers are a bit funny, but check with your broker. But make sure you have a VPS up and running as well. That's mega, mega important. Mega, mega important. All right. And as I said, tell a neighbor, tell a friend. I would say as much as you are comfortable with. And again, you will have control of the amount of risk that you want to put on it. So, right, I don't think it matters too much. But again, as much as you're comfortable with. And remember, we're trading gold as well, right? So that's the other thing, right? We actually trading gold. So I would say, you know, 1,000, you should be good to go with that. 500 bare minimum 500, but I would say really minimum 1,000. Again, it's going to be in your account, so we're not touching it. We can't see your account, right? Your account will just be attached to the AI tool here. All right. Awesome. Who's excited? Nobody? Yes, yes, yes. That's what we're talking about. Well, if I were you, I would be excited as well. Yes, yes, a VPS, a virtual private server. Yeah, virtual private server. Okay, so mark your calendars. The 2nd, right? The 2nd of March. Renault, I will drop the best link for a VPS in our Telegram group. Hold on. Let me drop a link here. All right, let me drop a link here. Now, the one that you want is one that has a minimum of 4 gigabytes, right? Of 4 gigabytes of a RAM minimum, right? Minimum. Right, I'm gonna drop this link into the chat here, right? So get yourself a VPS from these guys. It's really easy to set up. So make sure you copy that. As well, if you are in the UK and Europe, you open up a MetaTrader 5 account with these guys, right? Open up a MetaTrader 5 account with this broker. I'm just sent it in the chat there. So make sure that you do that. Right, so I've just sent you the links. Get yourself in there and get yourself sorted. And we will pre-launch. We're going to pre-launch this thing next week, right? I drop some sevens in the chat. If you're going to bring a neighbor, bring a friend next week as we're going to pre-launch our AI trading, but for gold, right? It's going to be on gold first, and then we'll have some others for indices, but we're going to stick with gold for now. Okay, so make sure that we have the VPS, that those links I just sent you for the VPS, because we're going to shut down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, great. So have a fantastic week, everyone. We're going to continue rocking and rolling. Let's see how things are flowing. And next week, we're going to do a pre-launch of our AI trading, but for golds, right? For those who may have missed this session, who came in late, is recorded, and we will drop a link to the recording within the next hour or so. We're going to process it and get you the link. All right. Have a fantastic week, everyone, and bye for now.